Hi again, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kamarul Arifin. I'm a senior lecturer at UiTM Kedah Branch Campus. In today's video sessions, I'm going to discuss the problems related to markup and markdown, or simply we call it as mathematics of retailings. Alright, so this is the continuation of the previous three videos on the questions discussed during the workshop, okay, for the low achiever students. So last time we have looked through question number 1, 2 and 3. So now we're going to continue with question number 4 under the topics of mathematics of retailings. Okay, so without further ado, let's just continue with our session for today. Okay, so we are still in topics of mathematics of retailing. So number 4. So bear in mind that these questions and the answer scheme, you can find it from my website. So you can download both the question papers and also the solutions from my course website. So the link to the course website will be given in the description below. So you can just check the description below for the link to the website. Alright. So question number 4 stated here that a retailer buys a set of plates for 500 ringgit. Operating expenses incurred during the sale of these plates are 10% of the cost price. If the retailer makes a 25% net profit based on cost, find first the retail price, second the gross profit or the markup, third the net profit, fourth the break-even price, fifth the maximum markdown that could be offered to the customer so that there is no profit or loss, and finally the last one is to calculate the net profit or loss if the retail price is set to be 600 ringgit. Okay, so let's see how we can solve this problem. So again, as I mentioned earlier in my previous videos, the first thing that you need to do is to identify the given information. So in this case, the first information that you see in the question itself is that the retailer buys a set of plates for 500 ringgit. Okay, so this is the first information, 500 ringgit. So this refers to the retailer buying the set of plates. Okay, so this is the cost of the retailer to obtain the plates. So that means we have the cost over here to be equal to 500 ringgit. And then the second part of it, you can see that the operating expenses, so it gives here the operating expenses incurred during the sale of these plates are 10% based on cost. So the operating expenses is 10% based on cost. So that means you can rewrite this information into OE equal to 0.1C. So why 0.1? Because it is 10%. So 10% is equivalent to 0.1 of the cost price, that is C. So that's why you have here 0.1C. And then the last information that you have here is that 25% net profit is based on cost also. So you have 25% net profit based on cost. So you can rewrite this information into NP equal to 0.25C, which is the cost price. Okay. So the first part of the question asks you to find the retail price, or simply finding the selling price. By the general formula of the selling price is known that SP is equal to C plus OE plus NP. So this is by replacing the markup with the operating expenses plus the net profit. So substituting the correct value into the formula, so you have C, you replace with C, so OE can be written as 0.1C and NP can be written as 0.25C. So you have C plus 0.1C plus 0.25C. So combining, since this one have cost price, so this is also based on the cost price, and the last one also based on the cost price, you can combine everything. So 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.25. So you get 1.35C. And you know that given that C is equal to 500 ringgit, so that means substituting C with 500 ringgit, so you get the selling price to be 675 ringgit. Okay, so that is the solution for the first part. Okay, the second part of the questions asks you to find the gross profit. Okay, so by definitions and through the formula given, so you know that the gross profit is equal to SP minus C, or you can also find the gross profit by combining the operating expenses with the net profit. Okay, so OE plus NP, or you can just simply taking the selling price minus the cost. Since we already calculated the selling price, so we are using the selling price minus the cost. Okay, so substituting the value for the selling price 675 and then cost is 500, so you get the gross profit or the markup value is 175 ringgit. All right, so that is the solution for the second one, to find the gross profit. The third part of it this question refer to finding the net profit, and earlier we have notified that NP is equal to 0.25C, so that means you have NP equal to 0.25C, so that means 0.25C you already given 500 ringgit, so it give you the net profit to be 125 ringgit. Okay, so that is the net profit. The fourth one is to find the break-even price. And here the break-even price can be found by using the formula BEP equal to C plus OE. Okay, since you already have the value of C and you have the value of OE, so you can get the break-even price. Okay, so the break-even price is C plus OE. So in this case is 500 plus 0.1 times 500. So you get the break-even price to be 550. Okay, so the break-even price is 550. Alright, so that is the answer for the fourth one, finding the break-even price. The fifth question asks you to find the maximum markdown. Okay, they want you to find the maximum markdown. This is in the form of values, not percentage. So the maximum markdown that could be offered without incurring any loss or without gaining any profit. So the maximum markdown is just simply equal to the net price or equal to the selling price minus the break-even price. So if you already know the net price, so you can just simply equate the maximum markdown value with the net price. If you don't have the net price, so another way to calculate the maximum markdown value is by taking the difference between the selling price with the break-even price, that is 675 minus 550. Both formula will give you the same answer, that is the maximum markdown is equal to 125 ringgit. Okay, so that is the situation for the fifth one. So the maximum markdown is 125 ringgit, so that means the retailer can lower its selling price up to a maximum of 125 ringgit reduction from the original selling price. So that means the lowest it can go is by selling it at 550 ringgit. Okay, and then the last one, is there any profit or loss? Okay, the net profit or loss if it is retailed at 600 ringgit. So in this case, you can just by doing it by comparing the selling price with the break-even price. So you know that the selling price is 600 at this moment and the break-even price is 50 ringgit. Okay, so selling price is 600 and the break-even price is 550 ringgit. So in this case, you see that the selling price is higher than the break-even price. So if this is the situation, so that means the retailer will gain profit. So how much is the profit? So the profit is just simply 600 ringgit minus the selling price minus the break-even price, that is 550. So you get the net profit to be a positive value, that is RM 50 ringgit. So in this case, if the price has been lowered from 650 to 600, the retailer still gain a profit of 50 ringgit. Okay, so that is the solution for question number 4. Hopefully you have understood certain items in these questions. So hopefully everything it has cleared some of your confusion regarding the topic of mathematics of retailings. Until we meet again in the next video, thank you. Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed the videos presented so far. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by clicking the like button below. Do share the videos with others. And lastly, remember to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you will get notified as soon as a new video is released. Thank you and all the best.